Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be playing a new game called Backpack Battles. Before I say anything else, I just want to apologise if the audio sounds a little echoey. I'm on the floor of my bedroom in between my bed and a chest of drawers. I've put up blankets, so I've made a little blanket fort, so hopefully that should help make it a little better. So how this game works is you get, also this is a really good start out, just as an aside. You start up the game and I've picked random selection because then you get this Star of Courage, which is a really good item. And also we just happen to get a pineapple with the Berserker, meaning that we can do kind of a spike setup. But you can see here I can move the bags and rotate them to however I want them to be, and I can move that down. And we can buy this broom, for example. And look at that. So we get gold at the end of each round, and it will transfer to the next round. Stamina usage is a bit confusing because you can get things that increase the rate that you regenerate stamina, but it still will only say 1 stamina per second. You have 5 lives, you get 1 if you win 10 times, and another one when you unlock your subclass, which is round 7? I can't remember. You can also reroll 4 times for 1 gold, and then after that, rerolls cost 2 gold. Oh yes, and before I forget, this is one of the best things in the game, if you can set it up to be. If I go to items here and I search up rainbow, we get the rainbow badge, and there are also these 4 big rainbow goobits, and item info, you can see the ingredients are 4 other goobits. Used to be 5, but in a recent update they changed it, and these are really good. It's meant to be 1 for each class, but the more that you play this game, you'll realise that the classes kind of don't divide evenly, because you get things like rainbow badge, or, you know, other badges that are meant for the classes, but we'll see how we go for now. Customer card is very nice. This just makes it so that the rarity of items is boosted by 1. So if I reroll again, this axe was a common item, but then it got boosted to a rare item. And this is one of the items that's exclusive to the Berserker class, so if I hover over this, you can see. That being said, those first 2 you can't actually buy in the shop. You have to start with them. So here's the duffel bag. So once we're ready, we just press enter. And we fight someone else. Sometimes it's a real person, sometimes it's a computer with a real person's name. And we won. And so we keep going like that, and okay. So this is what I was talking about before, is you can get badges that offer other items. So now all of these items are usually locked to the Reaper class, but we can get them if we want. I'm not going to take this though, not because it's not a good item, but it just doesn't mesh with the build that we're going with. These pigs are also really good because they give you extra money. You can also put things into storage if you don't have the space for them, and it will just stay there until you swap it back in. And you can see on their side, they've also got a yellow line going between those 2 items, and we'll find out about that shortly. So if I hover over this whetstone, you'll see it draws a blue line in between each of the items. See both those brooms. And if I hold down Alt, then it will show me all the recipes. So they got that hero sword there by combining it with the wooden sword. So there are recipes in this game as well as just normal items. Also important to note when you're playing this game, when you do your rerolls, move items out of storage. So this customer card does not boost the rarity of an item if it's in storage, only if it's here. And you can get many different bag types. So this one's actually my favourite because it increases, or rather decreases, the time it takes for items to trigger. So if I put it like that, we now have the broom going 20% faster. Something that I see a lot of players do for some reason is they'll put items in the fanny packs like this, but you can see it still says triggers 10% faster, so it's more efficient if you put them in like this, so it uses 1/2. So I don't think we're gonna win this one, but let's see. No. And so we lose a life. We did also lose a life already because I lost the previous one. But now we can pick a skill. These are kind of new, I'm not gonna lie. I think Girl Power might be the best one because if we get Thorn Bloom, gaining the Empower will be useful. Ah, perfect. There's the Thorn Whip already. I am just gonna keep it in storage though, just because I don't really have the space for it, and also I want to keep my stamina relatively low. This is looking good so far. I think we might be able to do it. Perfect. Second win. And I forgot to say before, you can reserve items. So if you go into battle, all the items in the shop refresh. But if you click on them, then you can reserve them and they'll stay in between rounds. And you can reserve them for however long you need. Sometimes what I do is I just throw everything into storage and rearrange because sometimes that's just the best way to go about it. Also something to note, I put the food together because they have synergy with each other. So these stars can mean basically anything. So they have ones on these gloves as well, which means that they go faster. You just need to read the descriptions, it's fairly straightforward. Okay, so we're getting our first recipe, what's the word? Crafted item, that's it. So if I click them together again, claws of attack, you see that? We've got claws of attack 1 of 1. Some recipes require more than 1 item. I think the most is the stone golem, which requires 5, but most only require 2 items together. Speaking of 2 items together, this Hungry Blade and Thorn Whip are 2 that you can put together. That's really fortunate that we got them together, actually. Also with the reserved, it also keeps it if you re-roll as well. So at the end of this battle, these 2 items will combine, which is why we've got the yellow line between them, and we'll get the Blood Thorn. Perfect. And this pairs really well with the Girl Power that we've got, because what this does is it will convert the regeneration we get from this into vampirism and spikes. Oh, by the way, no joke, cheese is one of the best items in the game. You can use it in setups with the Excalibur. So now let's see how we do with our new weapon. We are currently running 3 weapons, so it's going to make a lot of honking noises at us. Yeah, that didn't go very well. But now that we've made it to round 8, we can pick a subclass, which we also get an extra life for getting to. And these subclasses are the only things that really matter when you have a starting character. You cannot get any of these items any other way, even if you have the badges that give you the items of the other classes. So say you have the Wolf badge, which gives you Berserker items, you cannot get these items. I think my favourite one is probably the Shaman Mask. Is that how you say it? Shaman? Shaman's Pokemon. But for this one, I think I'm going to pick the Deerwood Guardian. Just because we get mana and reduced damage is good as well because spikes deal damage back. This game is a little tricky to play on a laptop, which is how I'm playing it right now. Oh, and also, if you need to, you can sell items by doing this. I'm not going to actually drop it though, because I need this. And you can sell any item, like I can sell this duffel bag if I really want to, but I'm not going to. What we really need now is the Vulpetinger, which is a rabbit-like thing that gives you stamina regeneration. Because right now we're losing a lot just for not having stamina. Though, I think we're about to win this one somehow. Okay. Ah, the spiked collar. Perfect. Because this gives us the spiked staff, which will help somehow. It's also good because it extends the duration of our battle rage, and this helps us in battle rage as well. Their poisoning us pretty bad though, so we might just lose. Oh no, we did it. We won. I mean, all of these are pretty not great with what we're doing. Though, actually though, Power of the Moon Knight might not be that bad, because we probably want to get Thornbloom anyway, so I think I'll take this. Okay, and I'm going to sell the pig so I can do some rerolls. There's the Heroic Potion. We're getting a lot of Thorn Whips in the shop for some reason. My main problem right now is just space. Space and stamina. Oh, and in case it wasn't obvious, I'm not doing anything in these battles. It's an auto battler, so... Ooh, another unique item. So the Dancing Dragon is good, but I don't think it's good with the build that we're going with. So I think unfortunately I'm going to have to pass on this one. I used to just take whatever I could get when I first played this game, but now I'm a little more picky about which ones I take. Okay, this is an awful setup. Do not do this if you're trying to win. But I just want to get my Thornbloom, so I'm just going to take the loss so that I can take my crafted weapon. Well, they've got a villain sword as well, which is an interesting weapon that I don't think I'd ever use. They almost lost. Are you kidding me? How did they almost lose when I was, like, crafting something? We still desperately need a Wolpertinger. Oh, and she's gone invincible because she can do that because she's a glowing crown. Oh, there's the Wolpertinger. I didn't even register it, I just kept re-rolling. And this Mana Orb is good too, because this is how we get the Moon Armor, which is useful for Power of the Moon. So yeah, there are 4 classes in this game. We're currently fighting a Pyromancer. I think there used to only be 2, but I've only played when there were 4. I mean, I only got this game because I wanted Balatro, and this was on offer with Balatro. And it turned out to be a really good game. I really do recommend this, if you ignore the fan service, if you will. So this Wolpertinger gives us 0.7% stamina regeneration for each buff that we have. So it technically helps, except we don't have that many buffs right now. Although, here we go. Battle Rage entered. And there we go. So now that we've won the round, we can either take the win, which is something that I never do, or we can go to survival mode, which gives us an extra life. Something else I forgot to mention, each item has a specific category that it's in. Actually, does every item have a category? No, some items don't. It used to just say the names of the categories, but now we've got little icons for them. So you can see the Deerwood Guardian is a nature and magic item, and Battle Rage lasts 0.8 seconds longer for each nature item in its little antler-shaped stars. Another example, our Moon Armor gives us 50 shield plus 20 for each magic item. Actually, is it called shield or block? I think it's called block. Yeah, block, sorry. Also, blueberries are a magic item. Just wanted to point that out. And some builds kind of rely on the item categories alone, like Crusaders and Holy Items, or... Oh wow, they're really beating us bad. I'm surprised we've actually lived this long. Are we actually gonna win? How? Wow, okay, well, we won somehow. So hopefully we should- oh wow, they are really... yeah. Scale Wardens are a pretty strong subclass, but they run out of steam pretty quickly. they start with their strongest attack and then kind of just phase out. So this is the penultimate round. We've already won, by the way, because we haven't lost yet. So we have enough lives even if we lose these next two. Which, wow, that was really strong. Yeah, they're using some really strong stuff to kill us. Like, that was, using cold. I have had an interesting one where I, like, use corrupted armor with, like, snow sticks to, like, shift cold onto them. And also on that Scale Warden one, I got a Reaper badge, which allowed me to get an Ice Dragon and a Ruby Chonk to help. That was fun too. Though the last update deleted all the history, so I'm gonna have to hope that I've got videos of those to show here. Okay, it's last round. Let's go. So we have 2 lives, so regardless of if we win or lose, we'll still make it through. It seems like they're going with a stun build, although stun builds tend to do better when you're using like stone golems or ruby chunks and stuff. And there we go. We got 13 wins. I think the most I've ever got is 16. Let me check my items real quick. I swear you used to be able to group by wins, but maybe not anymore. Most wins 15, most wins 15, okay. So it's probably 15 then, for my most. Let's go again. Okay, so this is what I was talking about before. Items of all classes are offered in the shop. However, I hate the offering bowl. It is so rigged. It's probably like my least favourite starting bag. Although important to note, you can right click on it and that will lock combining. That's for recipes as well. But it makes it so that things aren't sacrificed into it, just so you know. You can lock combining on anything, even things that don't combine with other things. Okay, so this looks like it could be something. Yeah, this definitely could be something. Okay, yeah, let's go. By the way, I'd just like to say, whenever I say like, oh, this is a stun build or whatever, I am not involved in the meta or anything to do with this game. I just have my own terminology. I don't know if that's actually good or not. I'm just doing it from my own brain, but I'm not saying that to take credit away from other people. Anyway, somehow we got a 1% chance to get an epic item. I don't think I ever used the bow and arrow though. I use the short bow, but only because it gives you, like, squirrel archers and stuff. Bananas are also a way to get your stamina back, but it's not a great way. Unless you're using something like Excalibur, then sometimes it can work. But yeah, I think for this one I'm just going to try and go for a stun build, but the cards are not in our favour right now. Well, cards. We're not playing Groucho. Wait, what's this? Sorry, this is not a bit or anything. I've literally never seen this one before. Attack effects of the weapons have a 40% chance to repeat. Every 4 seconds gain 1 of the Bethia stuff. I think that's really good with what I'm trying to set up. If I'm understanding this correct. Yeah, let's get this. Ooh, gingerbread cherry, yeah. Not really what we want right now. He is good though. He is really good if you can set him up. Perfect. Here we go. Okay, so the hammer is kind of like the main weapon that we want to use. Or should I say the main weapon that uses stamina? Because pets don't use stamina even if they attack. At least I think that's true. I can't think of a pet that does use stamina. And so this is a scenario where I would probably just lock combining. But now if I've understood this right, this is going to have a 40% chance to repeat the stun Which I don't know how good that is, because I don't think stun stacks. I don't think it's like, if I stun twice for 0.5 seconds, it goes up to 1 second. But I could be wrong, I don't know how this game works most of the time. This skill would also be really nice for us, because this stuns them. But we'll just have to see if the game gives it to us. I mean, the Unsettling Presence is good if you're like a vampiress or something, but other than that, I probably wouldn't take it. Okay, and for the subclass, I like to pick Beastmaster for what I'm trying to set up, even if that's not panning out. And I forgot something very important that Fussfus just pointed out. When you buy this, what you need to do is, instead of just chucking it into storage like I just did, move it up here, because then it guarantees a Friend of the Forest will appear in the shop. For that round, that is. Something else that's kind of unfortunate is that I've either forgotten to pick up daggers, or they've just not appeared in the shop so far. Now then, we've got a squirrel, so I say recently, I've not really been following this game for that long. It was recent, but it was also a while ago now. They added a squirrel archer, so if we combine him with this bow, he's gonna turn into Robin Hood, basically. Was Robin Hood a good archer though? I think he was in the Disney film, but other than that, I don't think he was known for his archery. I think he was just known for his theft. Now look at this. There we go. Here he is. He's so cute. Okay, this is a bit of a mess right now. I just can't be bothered to rearrange it to do better at the game. I need 2 more stones so that I can get the stone golem that I mentioned earlier. Annoyingly, because they're common, it's harder for them to pop up in the shop. Especially with this in my inventory. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention, which I probably should have mentioned, I don't know, half an hour ago? It actually hasn't been that long, but the Lucky Piggy makes chance-based effects trigger more often. So that's things like stun on the hammer, the repeat weapons, you know, chance here, even 30% chance to prevent damage, like the shield blocking. Though it can only do 2 things, and it fits in a little bit awkwardly with a lot of things, so it's kind of hard to use, but I have seen people beat me very easily by just having tons of these on like a hammer or something that's really good. It's always annoying whenever someone lives on like 1 like that. But we got Ratatouille. Ah, there we go. Finally got a 3rd stone. So we just need 1 more and then we can have a stone golem. We're actually not doing too good. We have been winning a fair amount, but this build is not really going the way I want. And that's just kind of how this game goes sometimes. By the way, even if you have space for everything, you should still put bags in like this, because they have passive benefits usually. It's like, if I didn't put this in, I wouldn't have the 1 extra maximum stamina. So it would just be nothing myself for no reason. This may sound like a dumb question, but does the dancing dragon count for the dragon nest? By the way, if I don't get a stone on the next round, I'm not getting the stone golem. Just because it would take a round to craft, and it would be the final round the round after. Okay, last reroll. No stones. Wait. I did that as just like a little thing, but it worked. I was like, just one last desperation play. And this is why you gotta try in life. This is why sometimes you gotta sell that customer card. This is another new item. Winged Boots. Gain 1 in power, cleanse 15 debuffs, and dodge the next 3. Attack. You can dodge attacks in this game? Since when? Okay, time for the reset. Okay, I think that's about the best that I can do. Let's go. And of course we have to go up against the Scale Warden. We need to stun her. Oh! We did it. There we go. These builds tend to actually do better when you have tons of daggers, but I only managed to get one. But if we read the log here, you'll see we got the stun on the hammer, which is a 51.75% chance because of the Lucky Piggy boosting it. And then it dealt 11 damage with the Bloody Dagger because it triggers on stun. We did it! I'm not sure which direction I want to take this one, but we'll just kind of see what happens and then vibe. You know, back in my day of, what was it, about a year ago? How long have I been playing this game? You used to have to use 2 whetstones to get the hero sword, but now it's only 1. And because I'm a real fan... Sorry, I don't know if I can even say this even, like, joking without laughing. Because I'm a real fan, I got all of the Goobert rainbow things, whatever they're called, before the update where they changed it that you don't need Goobert anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking now because I can't even do this seriously. I wish there was some kind of weapon that they introduced that had some kind of effect with your pets. Because I don't think that currently exists. Oh my god, okay. It's slime time. This is perfect. We can try and get the rainbow, what's it called? Ultra, I'm gonna have to look this up. It's like Uber Vicious or something. Yeah, here we go. Rainbow Goobert Epic Glob Uber Vicious. This is what we need. Also, when you get this, just like with the big bowl of treats, put it here. Because... why is there a bomb in this game? I think that we stand a relatively good chance at doing really well on this one. And because we already got the hero sword, which I was thinking about turning into a burning blade, but oh well, we can get steel Goobert already. I think it is the fatigue that's doing the most damage, which I think is the thing that I forgot to mention. Basically, if the match goes on long enough, you get fatigued. And there are things that can increase it, like there's a voodoo doll called Mr. Struggles, for example. Basically, it just makes it so that matches don't last for forever. Wait, what's this? Echoing Battle Cry. Every 8 seconds, repeat a random start battle item once per item. Triggers 50% faster for each start battle item. Yeah, we're gonna win despite not having a weapon. Oh, okay, so we've got all the Gooberts that we need now, so we don't actually need this anymore. So sell that. What is this setup? I actually don't know. Yeah, we're not gonna win this one. I think we've lost too many times to actually get super duper far, but it's alright. We'll do what we can. They've got so much block. can't tell who's gonna win. I think I'm gonna lose just on fatigue, but... Wait, are we breaking through? Perfect. Okay, hopefully... Wait, why did I put this in if... don't ask. Just don't ask. Somehow I think we're gonna win anyway, though. Oh, wait, never mind. We're too blind. Yeah. What on... These are like all of the new skills, and I have no clue what any of them do. Time melting. Gain 2 heat. Effect durations of starred items are increased by 50%. That should include light goobert, which is a thing. Both players take minus 35% damage for 10 seconds. Inflict 3 frost, cold, whatever it's called. Repeat a random start of battle effect once per item. Triggers 50% faster for each start of battle item. I think we've got to take time melting because it will give us heat, which is what we're going with because we're a pyromancer, and also this will help with light goobert. I think we had a very promising start, but I think I've just ruined it from here on out. Oh no, we did actually win somehow. Okay. I think I've got enough Goobert's game. I'm amazed that we don't lose more often, and this looks like one where we're gonna lose. We are putting a decent amount of poison on them though, so maybe not, actually. That being said, they've got so many buffs. Oh yeah, we've lost. We have lost this one. So if we lose one more, we lose the whole game. I have enough gooberts. Stop offering. Okay, well, let's hope we don't die. Looks like we've got this round under control, but we'll just have to see. Okay, there we go. Okay, because we got extra space, hopefully this should work. Please don't let me die now. Unfortunate. And that's just how this game goes sometimes. You have a really strong vision of Scalewarden with the Rainbow, Epic Glob, Goobert, Uber Vicious. And it just doesn't pan out. Even though I hate to leave us on a downer, so to speak, I think that is where I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much if you have watched this video all the way through. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a comment letting me know any strategies that you enjoy or what you've enjoyed about this video. And all I have left to say now is bye for now!